Welcome back. GOP Congressman Mark Meadows telling One America's John Hines that one key aspect of FISA reform legislation pertains to a so-called amicus advocate to protect those targeted for surveillance. The North Carolina lawmaker also says that a key to his colleague, Texas Congressman John Ratcliffe's confirmation for the DNI post is support from the Senate Intelligence Committee Chairman Richard Burr, which Meadows says appears likely. Take a look.
Congressman Meadows, I wanted to get your thoughts on the FISA renewal. It seems like it's been taking a twisty, turny path here. A little bit of diversion of opinions on that.
Well, I think probably the biggest thing is finding a consensus between AG Barr, the president, and Republican members of the House. And I can tell you right now that it's a work in progress. We can't allow the surveillance of American citizens to continue. We certainly can't allow for the surveillance of political campaigns to continue, especially when those documents are really set up in a way that are not based on the facts. And we know that. You've been covering that. Your viewers know that extremely well. And so we're not going to reauthorize it without major reforms.
Does that include like an amicus type actor?
The amicus person that could be an advocate for our Fourth Amendment rights and civil liberties has run into a number of procedural concerns. One's a constitutional concern. So we're trying to look at how we have an advocate and yet not have it in a way that runs awry of the Constitution, and not to get too laborious with this, but it's hard to figure out if you have someone representing an unknown third party without their knowledge, how do they actually represent them? And so we're trying to work through that right now.
Mr. Barr has said that they can fix this administratively. Is that something which cuts any ice with guys like you and Mr. Jordan?
It doesn't cut any ice with me. We trust General Barr. I trust AG Barr, but he won't be there forever. And if you fix something administratively, it doesn't have the same effect of law.
Turning to your colleague, Mr. Ratcliffe.
Yeah.
Why is this coming up again? It came up once before it was pulled. He's been nominated to, I guess he hasn't officially been nominated, but he appears to be the president's choice, Mr. Ratcliffe, for DNI, the president's choice. And it came up once before, and then it went in abeyance. Why is it back?
Well, I think we really just need to get some structure there at our intelligence agency that oversees all the intelligence agencies, and John Ratcliffe is the right choice, the right person for the job. The reason it's coming back up is that we have an acting DNI director in there, and I think there is the belief among both Democrats and Republicans that if we can go ahead and confirm someone, that now's the time to do that, and so I believe, I don't want to speak for my senator, senior senator from North Carolina, but I believe he has expressed some support for John Ratcliffe, and that's a major difference, and most of that is him being willing to at least judge it on the merits of the case.
Have you actually spoken to your senior senator from North Carolina with regard to Mr. Ratcliffe, your colleague?
Certainly, I've talked to Senator Burr in terms of the quality of the individual that I believe John Ratcliffe to be, and certainly his credentials as it relates to the intelligence community, and the fact that he's a very thoughtful member. I think the senators, if they look at the record, look at the type of member he's been here in the House, they'll see the same thing that I've seen, is that not only does he deserve confirmation, but he deserves bipartisan confirmation.
Mark Meadows, thank you for talking One American News.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.